Log entry 0483. Subject, unknown student. This is the last known record before she disappeared.
I've been dealing with this one case and it's quite serious, this fight. It was a crime scene. In this crime scene, there was evidence left by the killer and it was determined as math equations. And I don't think I can solve this, so I would like for you guys to help me. What do you think? Can we help her? Okay, sure, let's get it.
Differentiation. So differentiation is a concept in calculus that deals with the findings, the rate of changes of a function that respect to its variable. So in simple terms, it measures how much quantity changes as its input changes. In mathematically, if y equal to fx, then its derivative have to be dy over dx equal to f prime x. So this represents the instantaneous rate of changes as if y equal to fx, then its derivative will be dy over dx equal to f prime x. This represents the rate of the changes of a function with y respect to x. So chain rule. Chain rule is used when there is a function inside another function. For example, d over dx 3x plus 1 to the power of 4. So the first step we have to do is we have to bring the power of 4 to the front. And then the power we have to minus the 1, so we will get 3. After we differentiate the power, we have to differentiate the equation inside the bracket. So we have to differentiate 3x plus 1 in the bracket. X is power of 1, we have to multiply with the coefficient different variable. So we will get 3 and 1, we will minus with 1, so we have no power left, so we will get 3. So we have to times 3 with 4 in front, then we will get 12, and this is the answer.
I will explain to you guys about the product rule. So the product rule used when two functions are multiplied together. As example, like this equation. Equation for the product rule is, this is the equation for product rule. So for our u function is this one. This is our u function, and this one is our v function. Firstly, what we need to do is we need to differentiate the u function to become a u prime, like this. We need to differentiate this. 3, the power bring to the divide, so power minus 1 become 3x minus 3x squared. This is our u prime. Differentiate this. 2, 3, 6x, it becomes 1. Plus power minus 1, so become 1, become to the power of 1. So I need to write it. So this one becomes 1. So we just need to insert our u prime and our v prime into the equation. And then we just need to solve it. So we get this for our final answer.
So for the third rule, we have a quotient rule. This quotient rule usually used when there is a function divided by another function. For example, we have x squared divided by x minus 2. And for this quotient rule, we have another formula which is v prime minus uv prime divided by z squared. And the answer for this formula, we need to take this numerator as u and the denominator as v. To find u prime, we need to differentiate x squared. Power of 2 bring to the front and minus 1. X is 1. So for v prime, we also do the same. X is power of 1, so we just get 1. Simplify the answer, and then we will get the final answer.
So this is the equation and we have to solve it by using the application of derivative. As we can see in the equation, we have two variables, and when we have two variables, we have to use product rule, which the formula is VU prime plus UV prime. So we have to separate the equation into two. So 3x squared will be U, and secant x plus 2 will be V. Okay, now we have to differentiate 3x squared to get U prime. To differentiate it, we have to multiply the power with the coefficient. So we get 6, and the power we have to minus with 1. So we will get x. Then we will get U prime. Same step with the V. To get V prime, we have to differentiate the secant. We will get secant something, which is something we will put x plus 2. Secant something and tangent something. Then, after we differentiate the secant, we have to differentiate the variable inside the bracket. Here. Okay, so we have to solve this one by just simplifying. Then, after we have differentiate the equation, we have to insert the answer into the formula, which is V, this one, secant x plus 2, and then U prime, which is 6x, and then we have to plus with U, which is 3x squared, and with V prime, which is secant. Okay. Then we have to simplify the answer to get the final answer. Then we have to solve the problem.
So our expression is y equals to 4x plus 2 over root cos x. So I'm going to apply quotient rule. So our u is 4x plus 2 and our v is cos x. We are going to differentiate these two. So the formula for quotient rule is vu prime minus vu v prime over with b squared. Insert the value in this formula. So next, we are going to simplify this fraction. Next, we simplify again. 4 cos x, negative times with negative is positive. So plus 4x plus 2 sine x over v cos x squared. So this is the answer.
To solve this implicit equation, we have to differentiate the whole equation as it is, treating y as a function of x. Firstly, differentiate both sides of the equation. Every time you differentiate a y, you must multiply by dy over dx because y is a function of x. Identify each equation to see whether they need to use product rule or chain rule. Secondly, apply all the product rule or chain rule if needed. Differentiate all of them as usual. And next, we have to group all terms with dy over dx on one-sided. Factor out all the dy over dx from the equation. Lastly, we have to solve for dy over dx. And then you get your final answer.
That we have to solve. To solve this question, we have to find x node. To find x node, we have to use the given value, which is 18.99 as x. Then we have to find the nearest number to find x node. Then we will get 81. Then we have to find dx. To find dx, we have to minus x with x node. Then we will get negative 0.01.
After that, we need to replace x with the value of the equation. Then we arrange the equation to get the value of fx. We need to find f prime x, which is we need to differentiate it.
Let me do next.
And also, to find fx approximately, fx naught plus f prime x naught and times with delta x. This is the formula that has been given. We just need to take all the value that have been calculated and put it inside of the formula. And after that, simplify it to find the answer, approximately 2.78. Case solved.